morning, word collectors. Before we get started today, I wanted you to know that it would be great for you to have a whiteboard or a pencil and a piece of paper. Doesn't matter to me, but we're going to be doing a little bit of writing while we work today, so it'd be great to have that, okay? So go ahead and quickly grab that if you need it. And then we're going to get started. All right, you guys ready? Okay. Hang on, I got to check the door. Oh my goodness. Guys, I just got a letter in the mail. And it's from Gus. What is Gus sending me a letter about? Let's see what he has to say today. Dear class, I am feeling sickly this morning and I won't be in class or at school. I thought it over and carefully and decided to stay home until I am feeling better. I am unhappy about missing today's word collectors meeting. When I get back to school, it will be the best day ever. Do not worry, friends. I will improve quickly and be healthier than ever. It would be unkind of me to come and spread this sickness to others. Don't worry, I'm still actively collecting words and studying their parts. Even though I am feeling poorly, I still wanted to help out. If you study this letter and look as closely as possible at the words, you'll notice I highlighted some special word endings. I copied this letter for you. Will you study them and think, do word endings affect the meaning of the words that they're attached to? This might be your biggest work yet. Guys, Gus is sick and he's not going to be in school today. We're going to miss him in our lesson, but if this is what Gus wants us to do, I feel like we should really get to it. What do you guys think? So today, I want to teach you that to understand how to write big, long, complicated words, it's important to understand not only prefixes, the beginnings of your words, but also suffixes, the word endings. The first thing to figure out is how a base word gets changed when a suffix is added to it. I am so curious about this, aren't you? We've already seen what prefixes can do. A prefix can change someone from happy to unhappy. That's a really big change. And now Gus wants us to investigate whether suffixes, the word endings, also change the meaning of words when they're attached. And look at this. We have a letter from Gus where he's already given us a bunch of words with suffixes. So we're going to look at this today. There are some words in this letter that have different suffixes attached to the base word. Okay, so we saw these 4 suffixes. We saw ing, ed, ly, and est. Okay, so what do you think we need to do to study these word endings to see if they change the meaning of the word that they're attached to? I want you to think about that for a second. What do we need to do? Oh my goodness. We're going to cover up. I think that's a great idea. I think I could feel you guys thinking it. Like we did with prefixes, if we cover up the ending, the suffix, maybe we can see what that word means and see what it does to the word, okay? So what I want you to do is, first thing we need to do is we've got to find all these words. So I want you to take a second and pause your video, and I want you to set up your board with 4 headers. And then I want you to go through and maybe pick one of these that you want to find all of the words that have that suffix, okay? So maybe you want to do ed. You're going to go through Gus's letter and you're going to find all the words that have an ed suffix. Pause the video now and find those words. All right, great. You guys have done awesome. So look, Miss Wachtel went through and collected all of the words. Yours might not look just like mine, but you probably have a lot of the ones that I do for the one that you picked, right? So guys, we went through and we found all of these words, and some of you were thinking one of the best ways to study to see what this does to the word is to cover up the word to see what it means and then add the suffix. So let's see. Look at ed. Let's cover up, I've got the word attached. Let's cover up ed, attach. I know attach means to kind of like put something together, and then if I add ed, I attached. Oh, so I did it already, right? So it means I did it already. What about, copy. If I copy something, I'm drawing what somebody else did, or I'm going to the copy machine and making a copy. But if I add ed, it's copied. Oh, I'm seeing it's kind of like attached. It means I've already done it. Whoa, I'm figuring out just on those two words that ed just makes the word already have happened, right? Kind of like the past. Whoa, that's awesome. And then some of you might have looked at ly. Ooh, careful. Ooh, we know what careful means. It means to take our time, to really think about what we're doing. And if I add ly to the end, carefully. Oh, so that means if I'm writing carefully, it means I'm doing it very carefully, right? So ly means that you are doing the action. Ooh, quickly, quick. Quick means to move fast, right? If I'm moving quickly, it's the move. I'm doing the action, right? Quick is, oh, wow. So whenever I add ly, you're doing it that way, right? So I'm doing it careful. I'm doing it quick. Wow, interesting. So I'm thinking suffixes really do change the meaning of their words. What do you think? So I'm thinking we need to investigate this a little bit more. What do you think? Okay, I want to look at two suffixes that you use all the time. Probably the ones that we're going to use the most. So we're going to look at ly, and we're going to look at est. est. ly and est. Now guys, what I want us to do today is, this is going to be kind of fun, and this is where you're going to need your whiteboard, okay? We're going to investigate this a little bit more. I want you to wonder, and I want you to talk and think about some suffixes now, okay? How do word endings affect the meaning of the word that they're attached to? I have a whole bunch of words right here, okay? I've got a whole bunch of words here. You're going to choose one word and try it with both endings to see which one makes sense, okay? To see which one makes the real word. You're gonna write the words on your whiteboard. And for instance, if I drew the word serious, okay? Let's say I got the word serious. I'm gonna try it with both suffixes. So I'm gonna write seriously, seriest. Seriest isn't real. I've never heard that word. Does that make sense to me? No, but I've heard seriously. So I'm gonna write seriously, and then I wanna think about what it means, right? So once you've made some words, you're gonna study them and think about how the endings affect the meaning of the words. Maybe even using your words in a sentence to really learn what it means, okay? So I'm gonna show you 5 words. You're going to pause the video and you're going to try each of these words, and you're going to try them with ly and est. You're going to think which one makes sense, and then after you've figured them all out, you're going to think about what they mean. So I've got over, rough, most, sick, usual. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, and I want you to try all of these words with adding both of those to see which one makes sense. All right, stop the video and do that work now. Oh my goodness, word collectors, you made some serious discoveries today about the ways that suffixes can change the meaning of the word. I mean, I know that you guys, even with this word usual, we know what usual means. It's kind of the normal thing. Usual est, does that make sense? No. Usually? Oh, usually. So, we've already learned. So usual means we kind of do the same thing. And remember, ly was kind of the act of doing it. So if we're doing something, we're doing it the usual way. Oh my goodness, that's so great. You guys have put a lot of thought into your suffixes today. Now, one thing that the word parts that we're studying now does the same kind of thing as a prefix, doesn't it? Right? Like, it's just at the end. We've been doing all of this work, and today we need to notice how suffixes change the meaning of the word. That's awesome, guys. Now, you'll want to start a new section in your word collector notebook if you're doing that. And in your new word collector notebook, you might start a page that says suffix. Suffix, because if you find some words, like let's go ahead and do usually, right? We need to do usually because we have to add the ly. And we learned about the word quickly. I'm going to do quickly because I'm getting some great words, and we did a lot of thinking with these words, and I'm going to add them to my collection. So guys, as we head off today, I want you to continue collecting words that we've been studying. So if you find prefixes, write them down. But today we're adding to that. If you start finding those endings, those suffixes that are changing the meaning of the words, we have to hold on to them, right? And when we find those words, the key is we have to make sure that we know what they mean. So maybe act it out or tell a friend or a mom or a dad. Okay, so what we're about to do is head off and read. Keep track, think about your suffixes, and don't forget to keep thinking about your prefixes. Off you go.